we back. Now today we're about to do another experiment. I don't remember exactly who's the guy that suggests this, but I'm gonna show my love, so I'll put you up on screen. He basically said, get rid of all the all-stars in the NBA and just see what happened. So that's what we did. Not only did we get rid of all the all-stars, we got rid of all of the borderline all-stars, because if your overall was 85 or above, you are no longer in this roster. Because in 2K18, you can literally delete people from existence. So that's exactly what we did. So if a team had somebody that was 85 or higher, he is no longer on the roster. So my boy Zach LaVine is still here because he's an 84. He was this close. He was this close to being off the roster, but he made the cut. Now, we're basically just going to simulate and see how things go. Who wins the championship, who makes the All-Star games, who wins the MVP, and so on and so forth. But let's take a look at the best players in the league. Technically, it's a tie with a lot of players, but Zach LaVine is right up top. Zach LaVine, Goran Dragic, Hassan Whiteside, Drew Holiday, Steven Adams, Mike Conley, Clint Capella, and those are the top players in the league right now. The Miami Heat have two of the top 3 players in the league, so maybe they're the favorite to win the championship. I really don't know, but let's take a look through every roster. JJ Redick is the best player on the 76ers. No Jimmy Butler, no JoJo, no Fresh Prince. Milwaukee Bucks, no Giannis, no Chris Middleton. The Bulls, we ain't have to get rid of nobody. We just Zach LaVine, 84. The Cavaliers, same team except for Kevin Love, which is basically how they play now because Kevin Love is injured. No Jason Tatum, no Al Horford, no Kyrie. Is that all of them? No Gordon Hayward. But you know how the roster goes. Mike Conley has never officially been an All-Star, I don't think. He's always been borderline All-Star, always. So maybe he should make it this year at an 84 overall, one of the best in the league. But that's everything. Just know that every player that was 85 or above is no longer on this roster. So the NBA took a step back. Who is the face of the NBA? I mean, like, we had LeBron as the face for a minute, and then Steph Curry took over the league, then he was the face of the league, and now who is it? Maybe it's Giannis. I really don't know. But who is the face of the league in 2018 without 85 overalls? Maybe it is Zach LaVine, because he's explosive. He's fun to watch. But okay, I'm controlling the Chicago Bulls, but I don't take care of any trades or nothing. So if a team wanted to trade, they can do that without my permission. Let's look at the power rankings. The Rockets are still the #1 power ranking team. They still have Melo. No Chris Paul, no James Harden, but they have Clint Capella, PJ Tucker, and so on and so forth. But let's simulate and see how things go for my Bulls. First game. Philadelphia, and we win. Oh yeah, I think this Bulls team is gonna be solid because we got a couple borderline decent players, and Laurie and Bobby P, and of course Zach, as we mentioned a bunch of times already in this video. So I'm gonna simulate like a month into the season. We're gonna take a look at some stats, what teams are good, what teams are bad, and we'll be back. All right, so we are a month into the season. This Bulls team is pretty good, but I told y'all that a couple minutes ago. I knew they was gonna be good because we didn't have to get rid of anybody. But all right, let's take a look around the league. The Brooklyn Nets are a very good team right now. Which makes sense, kind of, because we didn't have to get rid of anybody on their roster. And in 2K, D'Angelo Russell balls. He's averaging 22. So that makes a lot of sense. Caris LeVert averaging 17 about. Luckily for him, his injury is not as bad as we thought it was going to be. And then we got Jared Allen still playing well. So the #2 team in the league behind the Bulls. The Bulls are the #1 team in the league. Come on, catch up. Catch up. Any team at the bottom, that's surprising. The Knicks don't know how to act. You get rid of Kristaps Porzingis and they're terrible. Even with Kristaps Porzingis, they're not very good. You get rid of Philly's big 3, they're terrible. JJ Redick is leading them in scoring with 18, which is like what JJ does. You know, JJ scores that ball. The Bucks without Chris Middleton and Giannis suck. The Celtics, surprisingly not that good. I was expecting them to be one of those teams that'll be like middle of the pack because they are a very deep team. Terry Rozier, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Morris, and they picked up Bogut out of free agency. That's not terrible. When you think about the grand scheme of things, no 85 overalls, that's not necessarily terrible. But I guess it's just not working out. But we are just a month into the season as I'm getting invites to play. Not right now. We're recording. The Atlanta Hawks in playoff contention. I see it. The Cavs. No Kevin Love. No LeBron. Colin Sexton. Jordan Clarkson. Cal Korver. And Larry Nance Jr. Where's Tristan Thompson, who's actually been having a pretty solid year himself in real life. Playing pretty well. And the Miami Heat, I mentioned earlier, they got 2. Oh my God, they still got, I forgot. Their team is very good. This team should be the one in favor to win a championship, realistically. We didn't get rid of anybody. They didn't have to get rid of anybody. This is just the normal Miami Heat team. And in real life, they're a decent team. But you get rid of all the stars, they should be better than 14-6. But again, they're on a 3-game losing streak. So they were actually really good, and then they start losing. But just a month into the season, anything can happen. Western Conference, the Lakers. We got rid of LeBron. That was all we got to do. So this is basically the Lakers team from last year. You add on Lance, you add on Michael Beasley and Rajon Rondo. Not a bad team. The number 1 team in the Western Conference right now. The Pels have Drew Holiday leading them in scoring. Nico Mirotic, Julius Randle. We just got rid of Anthony Davis. Who's the worst team? The Warriors. Yeah, I literally got rid of 5 Warriors players. So it makes sense. And in real life, they struggle with depth. So, yeah, if you get rid of their 5 stars, they got Cole Aldridge starting, who was a free agent. You got to think about it. We got rid of 5 players in their roster, which means that they have 5 roster spots to fill. So they signed Cole Aldridge. Who else they signed? Joakim Noah. They literally signed all centers and power forwards. I don't know why they would do that, but they did. Timberwolves suck without Karl Anthony Towns. They still got Wiggins, who's only averages 7. Wiggins should be dog in this league right now, realistically. Wiggins should be the king, but he's not. Let's see who is, though. Let's take a look at the league leaders. Rookie Trae Young is going to be an all-star, leading the league in scoring. Is he doing it efficiently, though? 48%. And 45% from the 3. We usually round up. Trae Young. We mentioned earlier Mike Conley may be an all-star. He's definitely going to be an all-star. He keep up these numbers. The league is being dominated by guards. Literally, who's the first big man is Aaron Gordon, and he's not really a big man. He's only 6'9". Where's the first center? Who is the highest scoring center in the league? It is rookie DeAndre Ayton. Okay. All right, we're going to go. Let's go to like the all-star break area. Take a look at who's going to be the all-stars, and we'll be back. All right, so the Bulls came back down to earth a little bit. 29-24 right now. You know, that's expected. The first month was crazy good, and then we just started losing a bunch. Let's take a look at who's been taken off, though. It is the Raptors, which makes a lot of sense. Their team is very good. Fred VanVleet, Danny Green. We basically just got rid of Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. They still got Spicy P, Jonas Valanciunas. This team is good. This team should be the number 1 team in the league, for sure. The Brooklyn Nets are still pretty good. The Atlanta Hawks get back in the playoffs, it looks like. I mean, I doubt they're going to drop at this point. Worst team in the league? The Detroit Pistons. Yikes. No Blake. No Drummond. No wins. They got to make an Okafor. It seems like they made some trades. Miles Leonard is now a part of their team. We're going to take a look at trades in a minute. You can stop anywhere you want. Who's the worst team in the West? OKC. No Russell Westbrook. No Paul George. No W's either. Which is surprising because their team is not terrible. I guess it's just not very good either. Okay. Take a look around the league as far as league leaders. Dennis takes the hands of the most scoring player, but they also losing the bunch, so I doubt he's actually in MVP conversations because they're the worst team in the West. Trae Young is still up there. Trae Young may win MVP, like no joke, because they're like the number 3 team in the Eastern Conference right now, and he's leading the league in scoring. Basically, maybe it's Trae Young. Maybe it's Trae Young, a rookie MVP. Let me take a look around the league as far as trades because some definitely happen. Yamahimi, Fraser, and Payne, nothing. Marcin Gortat got traded. None of these trades are actually going to matter. Yeah, none of these trades actually matter because no team is really good anyway. Award races. MVP. Oh, yeah. D'Angelo Russell's probably going to win MVP now that I'm thinking about it. Dennis is in conversations even though they suck. Fred VanVleet. I guess he's the number 1 player on the number 1 team in the league, so that makes sense. Vucci Main up there too. Rookie of the year. DeAndre Ayton is going to win Rookie of the year. Oh, no. What? DeAndre Ayton's got the counting stats. 17 points and 14 rebounds was crazy. So maybe they're just looking at that double-double thinking they can't pass up, even though Trae Young is still averaging 25. 6th man of the year. Defensive player of the year. Rocco. Okay. D12. Is he wearing number 12? Yeah, 21 now? Ew. I guess he can't wear 12. We're going to still call him D12. Back in his defensive player of the year frame. DeJounte Murray, man, I wish him the best. I need him to come back stronger than ever when he comes back from his injury. Cal Anderson, most improved. Buddy Hield always wins it. And that's it. Now, let's take a look at the All-Stars. Yeah. This is where the All-Star draft happens. I'm not going to control anything. Actually, I'm going to control both. The captains are Vucci Main and Mike Conley. Nick Vucevic is the captain of the All-Star game. All right, let's auto. D12. Steven Adams. Everybody, well, most people is like their first time. We got Goran Dragic making it for 2 years in a row. Drew Holiday makes it for the second time. His last time was in Philly. And then Dwight Howard makes it for his 9th time. But Trae Young makes it. Julius Randle's an all-star. Jabari Parker's an all-star. Zach LaVine is an all-star. Okay. Nico Mirotic, Luka. So we got 3 rookies. Trae Young, DeAndre Ayton, and Luka. Clint Capella, Jonas Valanciunas, Tyreek Evans. Yeah. Ricky Rubio. Tobias. Yo. I'm liking a lot of these players. Okay. So we're going to go to the end of the season, see who wins the championship and everything. And maybe we'll go one more year. I did load in the official 2018 draft class. So let me see what Zion and them would do against a league that sucks. So yeah. I'll be back. D'Angelo Russell wins MVP. All right, there it is. DeAndre Ayton wins Rookie of the Year over Trae Young. Greg Monroe wins 6th Man of the Year. Robert Covington wins Defensive Player of the Year. Buddy Hield, Most Improved, and Coach of the Year went to Nick Nurse. I think a couple minutes ago, I said the 2018 draft class. I meant to say 2019 draft class, by the way. Dennis, first team All-NBA. Luka, a rookie. 2 rookies. First team All-NBA. Okay. They about to take over this league in a couple years. Mike Conley, Ricky Rubio, Julius Randle, Marvin Bagley, another rookie. 2nd team. He didn't even make the All-Star game, but he somehow snuck into 2nd team All-NBA. So shout out to him. Nick Vucevic, 3rd team. 2 Bulls. 1 former Bull. I like it. All right. And the rest don't really matter too much. We did make the playoffs as the 7th seed. Last time we're going to look at stats for the season. You can pause anywhere if you really want to see where your guys ended up. But that is how things happen. Let's simulate the first round. I don't know. I guess literally, I think that the Raptors are going to win the championship. That's how good that team is. Without 85 overalls, they're still the best team in the league. They get out of the first round. Do we get out of the first round, though? We do. All right, Bulls. Show yourself then. But we're going against Brooklyn, who do have the MVP of this season, and D'Angelo Russell. So let's see what happens. 2-2. 3-2. Step up. No. One more. Dang. Okay, we got eliminated in 7. And blown out in game 7. D'Angelo Russell took over on us. All right. You know, I ain't expect to win the championship anyway. So let's see who actually does win the championship. Crusty Jumper, I don't know who you are, but you're interrupting my video, brother. Let's see who wins it. Brooklyn was up 3-1 to Toronto. Are they going to blow the 3-1? No, they did not. Lakers, Nets, Game 5, Game 7. Here it is, Game 7. Game 7. Oh, I can't simcast it? It's not my team, so I can't simcast it. That's trash. I just want to take it slow. Give me a second. I got to turn off notifications. All right, so no more popping up should happen. In Game 7, the Lakers win, and Lonzo Ball wins Finals MVP. See, in real life, LeVar Ball been kind of quiet all season, but if his boy won Finals MVP, oh, that man, LeVar would not stop talking. All right, that's how the league would fare out. So technically, the Lakers were better without LeBron, right? Who retired? Vince Carter, Dirk, basically the guys that you would expect. I just want to get into this draft, man. I'm very curious at how this draft is going to pan out. So let's go right into it. Again, I don't have any say in this team, so whoever the Bulls select has nothing to do with me. Whatever they do in free agency has nothing to do with me. I'm just sitting back and observing just like you are. Number 1 pick in the draft, the Milwaukee Bucks. Do they get the replacement for Giannis? Is it going to be Zion? Zion. Oh, a trade for the number 1 pick. The Celtics trade the number 2 pick and Marcus Smart for the number 1 pick. So they trade up. Who did they trade up for? R.J. Barrett out of Duke. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the Bucks can have Marcus Smart and Zion because that may have been what they wanted to do anyway. I think I'm going to go to the first couple draft picks, and then we're going to simulate the rest and just see how it goes. Cam Reddish. Actually, Zion not even top 2. Detroit. Let's see what Detroit got. Reddish averaged 30 points. Jesus Christ. He got it like that. Nazir Little out of North Carolina. Zion is going to fall in New York. New York fans are probably super happy about that, or maybe super mad. I really don't know what people want in this draft just yet. You know, Twitter ain't really talking like that about these upcoming rookies. Number 4. There he goes. The 6'7", 285-pound monster out of Duke. Zion Williamson. Okay, let's simulate the rest of the draft, and then we'll see where y'all favorite rookies end up going. I don't know any of these guys after the top couple people, so you could pause anywhere. I know this name, Romeo Langford. He goes to the Timberwolves at 13. Shaq's son goes to the Hawks. Isn't Bo supposed to be in here somewhere, or did I already overlook him? Bo, where you be at, brother? Second round? Oh, second round, first pick to the 76ers. Bo. Jonte Porter plays with his big bro. Look at that. Jonte Porter is going to play with Michael Porter. That's, you can't have it any better, really. This guy's from Gonzaga, correct? Look, I know a little bit. Okay, so that's the draft. Free agency's going to come around. We're going to simulate like 5 or 6 days to free agency, see where the free agents end up going. Boom. I don't even know who's the big name free agents. Maybe not any. The Nets re-sign D'Angelo Russell. Jonas Valanciunas goes to the Lakers. That's a big time signing for the Lakers. They got a center again. Clippers keep him. Eric Bledsoe goes to the Magic. Nick Vucevic goes to the Nuggets. D12 goes back to LA. I don't know how they got D12 and Jonas Valanciunas. Okay. Julius Randle company stays. The Rockets pick up Isaiah Thomas. Like, every team had cap space because all the big name free agents or all the big name players were gone. The Rockets pick up Paul Millsap. Okay, so let's see who are the top players in the league now. Jaylen Brown is the #1 player in the league at an 86 overall. Hassan Whiteside, DeAndre Ayton. Now we got some big men up there, so hopefully they average more points. Basically, all the young players are taking over the league, baby. All the dinosaurs, all the 15-year pros, 10 years pros are gone, and it's taken over by 3-year players, 2-year players, 4-year players. I like it. All right, I think we're going to go straight to the All-Star break, look at some stats, see who's the All-Stars, and then go to the playoffs to see who wins championship number 2, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, so we're at the All-Star picking ceremony, place, whatever. So let's take a look at the stats. Who's leading the league in scoring? It's actually Eric Bledsoe. The numbers are down, man. We had a couple players last year averaging like 25. What happened? Why are people not scoring like they used? Ooh, Colin Sexton up there. Shout out. People are not scoring like look, the MVP from last year only averaging 20. What happened, league? And we still don't even got the rookies. I'm sorry, the big man scoring like that. I wonder why people are not scoring. Nothing was approved on my end, right? I didn't approve any league changes that would make people score less, or maybe players just not as good as last year. I really don't know. I don't know why people are not scoring as much as they did, but whatever, man. We're about to get into the awards. No. I want to take a look at war races, right? Luka is the favorite to win MVP so far. Rookie of the Year, Zion. Sixth man, Jeremy Lin, Malcolm Brogdon. Defense Player of the Year, Robert Covington may win it 2 times in a row. Most improved will be Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. New team, new him. Lastly, let's do this right here. When we take a look at the All-Star drafting. Eric Bledsoe, first-time All-Star and a captain. And Luka, second-time All-Star, first-time captain. Hassan Whiteside makes it for the 2nd year. Lonzo Ball makes it for the 1st year. De'Aaron Fox, DeJounte Murray, Zion makes it as a rookie. DeMontis Sabonis, RJ Barrett, Miles Turner. That's it. Everybody else has made it last year as well. Lonzo Ball follows up his finals MVP with the regular season MVP. LeVar really out here, huh? His son is doing his thing. Zion wins Rookie of the Year. 6th man went to Malcolm Brogdon. Robert Covington with Defensive Player of the Year again. Jaren Jackson Jr. wins Most Improved. And Coach Mike Malone wins Coach of the Year. Another rookie. First team All-NBA. I mess with it. I like it. Okay. So we ended up as a 2 seed as the Bulls. But again, that ain't nothing to do with me. They can get eliminated in the first round. I don't care. Let's get out of this first round, though. Let's see who does win this championship. Is it going to be MVP Lonzo again? Or is it going to be, the Bulls got eliminated in the first round for real. Oh, that's crazy. It's a 2 seed. Wow. Yikes. Is it going to be Lonzo again, or will it be someone else? Lonzo Company does make it to the Western Conference Finals. Going against, is it going to be DeJounte Murray? Yes, DeJounte Murray and company, who was an All-Star this year. So, 2 All-Star point guards going head-to-head. 1 MVP, 1 just All-Star. Uh-oh. DeJounte gets the better of him. Lonzo cannot get his team out of that Western Conference Finals. Did he have a good series, though? Lonzo's never really been that big of a scorer. How many points did he average to win MVP? He averaged 12 points to win MVP this year, so it's more about his playmaking. Wow, yeah, it's more about his playmaking. 14 assists Was anybody even close to that this season? 14 assists per game? Like, nobody was even close to Lonzo when it came to this passing stuff. And he didn't even average the most turnovers in the league. That's, yeah, he deserved that. All right, but who's going to win the championship? The Spurs are up 2-0, 3-1. And I'm not the Spurs. The Raptors beat the Spurs. Tyreek Evans wins Finals MVP. And that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. So what we found out is that Lonzo Ball is going to win an MVP if you got rid of everybody else in the league. Rookies will be dominating the league, and the Raptors will win the championship, and the Lakers will win the championship. Those are the biggest takeaways from this video. If you did enjoy, please leave it a like. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. All that will be in the description. Thank y'all so much. It's been Kenny, and I am